Hey guys, how's it going? I just thought I'd share some stuff with you today about breathing, and this is mainly for people that work with children, or mothers, or fathers, or caregivers of children. I was in the kitchen and I realized that really everything that we do is the amount of the breath that we put into it, right? And so if we breathe from up here, our life is going to be from here up, and we're going to be all in our head, right? Because the more we breathe, the more calm our mind becomes, and the more our body acts with grace. If we breathe from here, we have from here up, right? Then if we breathe all the way through from our navel center using our diaphragm, we have much more space to invite breath, to invite calm mind, to open up and clean out the pockets of the body, and to really act in life instead of react to life. And so we learn to breathe, or rather, we take breath for granted because it's an automatic process. And we think, why would we need to learn to breathe? This whole breathing thing we do, what's the deal? Well, how breath is automatic, absolutely. And but we also learn to condition the breath in reaction to our environment, the people that surround us each day. And so we need to really take awareness and note of our breath and the quality of it, the length of it, where it pockets in the body, where tension rests, and where breath isn't able to go. And so how this relates to children is in the womb, as we're developing, I believe that that is where we learn how to breathe. Yes, the process is automatic, we do that, but we learn to breathe from our mothers. We are hosted by our beautiful mothers for 9 months or so, and based on her state of being, her response to stress, her how she presents herself each day, and her glandular system, and all the processes that she goes through directly affect us. And so if your mother is one that reacts a lot and is erratic and stressful and always busy and kind of like a squirrel, her breathing is most likely very erratic, most likely very shallow. And so we learn that breath pattern from our mother. And just because we learn that does not mean that it's going to fuel us. And so when we are born, we continue to be around our mother and our father and different people in our lives, and we use that breath pattern, that automatic breath pattern that is shallow, because that's what we learned in the womb. So I think it's definitely important to address the breath from birth, or rather before before birth. That mom should really take time to chill herself out and to relax, to lay on the floor or in the bathtub and practice long, deep breathing, really connecting with herself. And when she's connecting with herself, she's connecting with her child that will be born very soon. So one way that mom can take action and consciousness of her breath is by practicing, and then once she has baby, a way that her and baby can practice breathing together is just having the child lay on the chest, just right up here, if it's a little nugget, and practice that conscious breathing, the intention alone of breathing to thrive. That intention creates an energy, and regardless if that breath pattern is perfect, you still have that intention, so you're going through that, and the body will realize that you have that intention, and it will put that intention in you, and breath will become more available. Breath will be supplied to the areas that need to be supplied. The body will realign, and that child will be draped in an energy of breath consciousness. And so you're teaching that child breath consciousness, and they will have those tools and those resources within their energetic coding on how to breathe. So taking time with your little nugget baby and breathing long and deep for several minutes. Do it as a child and mother meditation bond, breath meditation bond. You can also take the time as the child grows up and really use that breath as a bonding experience. And also, I was thinking when children get sick, which they do, they get really snuggly with mama and dad and stuff like that. And so take the time when the child is not feeling well to use those breath bonding moments, because as the child kind of um, merges with the creation of the breath that you're doing as you're snuggling, that's actually sending healing to them. Breath actually can move you through sickness as it cleans out any of the stagnant parts of you and releases illness. And so, maybe the child doesn't participate. Likely they probably won't unless it's a really fun breath, but you can do the act of healing for your child. So we are all healers. And so teach children how to heal themselves and how to help facilitate healing for others by creating the intention, by using breath, and by being who they are. And so, yes, guys, let's practice breath. Let's teach children consciousness, and let's really just elevate through the state of breath and state of awareness of who we are with regards to the breath, that the breath is us, the breath is our spirit self, and it has the ability to lift us up, empower us in our own beingness, and to move the world in beautiful ways. All right, guys, see you later.